zeros in the code, boundless yet unseen, rewriting.
Welcome everyone to another Record Heatwave live stream. We back. Wanted to, okay. In this heat I probably can only shortly try to do something in the morning with this heat here. Welcome back. Who has seen my talk yesterday? I'm a little bit disappointed with myself. I prepared for something better. Last Miles, what are you doing up this hour? Heatwave, where is it? Yeah, it's only approaching 40 degrees here. 40 Celsius, welcome, welcome. Yesterday I've been on a conference. Here, look. Did I post this somewhere? Somewhere. Here, look, I gave a talk yesterday. Only, yeah, I mean, it's also only 33 here right now, but it's approaching 40 today. Maybe even 41. Here, last Miles, here, Dennis, here, I gave a talk. Here, I gave a talk. I mean, that's not me, but like after that I gave a talk. There, at OpenSUSE, here, State of Mesa 3D on RISC-V. A risky risk, RISC-V talk at OpenSUSE. We do outreach, last, Dennis. We network, we do things. So we shall become a species of people who work in the dark where sun is. Exactly. All in our digital basements. I wanted to, right, I have updates running. Also the last weeks I often streamed earlier because I'm not in a air-conned office. Aside from building, can you do package build more with banner? Sorry that it gets boring. That is open source life. I can only do what my Linux distribution maintenance things. Speaking of package builds, right? So I wanted to pull this patch, and then I wanted to also pull how many patches were this even? I think 2, right? 1 of 2. We start more modern code soon, but first we need to get our Linux distribution in better release shape. Also, totally thank you for your motivational speech. Oh shit. Why is this not hello? Why is this not paused? Maybe it's the usual. Yep, open source maintenance boring. Better not. Shall I subscribe for that? Which system is that even? Because it's a RISC-V. Okay, it's ARM64. So SCSI. Yeah, probably need to move to Canada. RISC-V, trying to build a kernel today. Figuring out if we stop to boot that nasty thing. I'm stealing whatever info sci-fi you want to. Yes, I mean, the thing is, I do not have precisely that board. I tried to get RISC-V International to send me just this board. I did just not expect that there is a slightly different board. So, two systems. So this system here, that's doing updates. But if you find this program boring, you should better not, like some talks. Don't want to call it like some. I mean, I'm disappointed with my own talk. It could have been significantly better. I started out with no like RISC-V laptop or no my MacBook. HDMI outputting in a way that this projector displayed. That totally threw me off and demotivated me, frustrated me, and destroyed my concentration. I mean, other SUSE people who were there told me my talk was great, but also like this flag lights here were so bloody bright. Like I could not see the audience. Like this is, I didn't notice this beforehand because it wasn't standing there. But like due this lights, I could see nothing. I never had this in a talk in any conference. Like I was staring straight into very bright. That was irritating you all. Last year, distracted by only one person coming. What? Last year at Open Alt, I was distracted by only one person. There was only one person. You talked to one person and the internet. Yeah, but no excuse for. I mean, also, hey, it was also record heat, right? Like record heat traveling there. The hotel wasn't amazing. The hotel was at the central railway station. It was a little bit off. I thought like, yeah, it's probably fine. But the room didn't have aircon. The room was to the tramway. It's like, but anyway. So, first world problems. There'll be as I live streamed it. I thought. I guess there will be probably, hopefully, maybe. Okay, so things. Boring maintenance things. I wanted to pull these patches just for kicks and giggles. Theoretically, I would pull the AMD stuff, but the AMD stuff is so much. I tried that. It didn't. I hate this modern. Dennis, how do we turn on all the modern features? All the modern gamified features. Is this serial? Which system am I even here on? Because it's even another system. This is up next. What is even i915? And wait, what? Oh, that was wrong. Yeah, I use Sway now. I'm getting completely. I use also the framework laptop has Alt and Control and Fn swapped. So, yes, stay cool and hydrated. They lied only the last 5 minutes. Good morning. Welcome everyone. So, does this apply? Then another thing. This is even so. Okay, I need to get a little bit confused here with all my systems. Too many systems. We need to do morning updates because the system day. Oh, this build. Oh, Dater built that. Oh, hope that's better be good. I also need to switch off the system soon. We had a 48 summer date on under, could not activate. Yeah, the thing is, we usually don't have aircon here. Actually, I have some 15-year-old DeLonghi Penguini thing here, monoblock thing. I never like. My business partner forced me to buy this shit 15 years ago. I mean, is it like, yeah, this was like, that's basically the best monoblock thing with added water for vaporized cooling, chilling effect things. It worked as shitty as I thought, right? Like, don't buy a monoblock. Like, monoblock, actually, the record heat days without this monoblock, you're actually more manageable because, like, with the stupid monoblock where you need to window open unless you glue and seal and whatnot, the monoblock produced more heat than cooling with all the heat coming in and stuff. It's like, yeah, monoblock is the biggest waste of shit. It's some monoblocks are so bad. Just with the oversized PC, I have here some, and I don't even have a fan. I only have a PC fan here. I have this NZXT. NZXT. Oh no, I think it's from the. Actually, I think it's from the Fractal case, from the Fractal Torrent case, like some 16 or whatever centimeters or whatever that is, some oversized PC case fan on a lab power supply blowing my way. This is literally more manageable and cooler than with this shit monoblocks that in the meantime self-destructed by overheating. Don't buy a monoblock, biggest ways like, yeah. Okay, that applies here. Here's to the Intel fans. I do this just to make T2 Linux more attractive. If you're wondering, like, why do we do this? Then it is for that. This is just for you. I don't even have that or stuff. Is Dennis still here? I'm so sad you gave all your collection away, or most of it. I was hoping next time I come to Canada, I thought like I can stop by and admire your fancy digital basement. I was hoping we can out someday, man. I mean, you can still hang out someday, but man, I thought we can do Sparky things together, like the Fujitsu Spark, man. I thought I can T2 test build that. Import Linux things. Yeah, by the way, I'm a little bit exhausted, right? I came back last midnight and my train was a little bit delayed, and then here was like, I didn't know that the city ring train here is out of order in the night. I had to take some stupid replacement bus thing to get home, and I was in bed at 1:30, so forgive me slight tiredness. Someone started out with Linux. Don't randomly try shit and learn. Do you think framework will survive? Why should framework not survive? Why do you say this? Installed twice. Which what? Which both computers? Good. The other thing that's actually more important to me that I wanted to do is I wanted to maybe potentially pull in cache-aware scheduling as up next. Cache-aware scheduling. By the way, I'm a little bit shocked. I spoke like some old friends that I didn't even see like in a decade from Susan, Amazon and stuff on this conference. I'm shocked how, I mean, I shouldn't be shocked, but like my good old friends at high profile positions there, oh man, clank coding is real. Like they're all like, no, we vibe code all the day, man. Like during meeting management stuff, like just let the clanker run in the corner. Like my friends there at high profile positions, like, dude, I have so much management and meeting and stuff like, without my clanker running in the corner, I could get literally nothing done anymore. It's like, oh, man, they're all clanking. France 45 yesterday. Yeah, it's maybe 41 today. It's crazy, yes. And I mean, you in France, maybe, I mean, at least in south of France, you historically had way more aircon. Like Germans historically didn't have aircon because historically it was like for like a week in summer it was a little bit warm, but now it's like now we're approaching South France. We approach Texas. Texas level. Yeah, it's crazy. It's just like why did no crazy scientists warn us about this stuff? Why not some climate scientists spoke up about this like 40, 50 years ago? Where's scheduler? Oh, there are multiple schedulers. Kernel's good. Okay, kernel's good. Man. Yeah, we will see. It's hot. I'm not sure how. The thing is, this my basement here. My location is like south, like it's the last floor and south facing, and it's getting fucking hot here. It's also why the last week already lowered my streaming time here, not to live stream in the peak sun. Oh, holy shit, is it? Holy shit. I wish I had a cool basement. I don't have a cool basement. I have an overheated roof office. What do you mean? Well positioned, but unfortunately with night temperatures, yeah. We have this at home. At home it's okay, but like with, yeah. At home it would be okay, where we also don't have an aircon. It's like, yeah. Having an AC nowadays is luxury, yeah. So, scheduler, cache aware scheduler things. Where's the cache aware scheduler things? Cache aware workload. So, where is it? Oops. What is with my key bindings, man? One day out of office and all the key binding muscle is totally destroyed. I have some nice server fans. Cool air. Don't burn through your server fans. So there was this additional improvement here. Cache aware, why is... But yeah, there's also 8 pages. It's called Topo. Of course I didn't. Schedule topology using cap. Says here, merge, sched things. It says here, what day do we even have? April. Why is this so hard to find? Actually, there is a kconfig, but not there, of course. Is it not sched cache? Oh, am I maybe... Actually, oh, that explains the shit. What was... Will you code up a Musel AC? Why do you call it Musel AC? Here's sched cache. Here's merge branch. Let's get cache. The question is, I mean, maybe I should use a graphical Git client because peeling that out of here is a little bit inefficient. So much too quickly pulling that in. Or is it should... This is a commit, so... Can this... This doesn't show it, right? Does it? Or does it? This cannot be the whole... This is impossible. Maybe this is just a conflict resolution on top of the... Why did I fat finger all this? Use -m merge. That doesn't make sense. Holy shit, is that stupid? I mean, this didn't really... So much too quickly pulling that in, yay. Maybe that's better, I don't know. That looks more reasonable. Yeah, you have 3 ways to do it, and some of them do it wrong. Actually, I didn't want it to run those other machines that long. Okay, we actually should do updates. Still sometimes use oath. Of course I don't have an AC. Do I look like I have AC? Oh, a raid. How were you doing? Thank you so much for your raid. What were you up to? How was your stream? Shout out. CM. For everyone new to our stuff, we maintain a whole Linux distribution. In this not air-conditioned weathers. Big and Little Endian literally doesn't, like, all the code was written like Big and Little Endian totally doesn't matter. Mostly it does. So the only thing is because most people program and test with Little Endian, Big Endian is usually a little bit more broken because nobody cares. The wipe coding. engineer little less pure vibing. Interesting. Hope you enjoyed this and learned something. How much does this not apply? Only a little bit. Can we tweak that? Oof. It's a little bit more than I would want it. Would be cool if some users could do things like this. Okay, that's not the worst effort. I thought like maybe I pull it in. I mean, people sent it earlier, so I would expect some earlier patch should apply. But okay. Where were we? Updates. Oh, Chromium. J2 big things of oh, does this Go thing actually build? Okay, not my department. 28 too. I have 31 here also. Well, according to this garbage thermometer, it is 33 and a half. I don't know how precise that is, but 33 is like 28 we might have at home, man. Inside, yes, inside. Of course, outside. Outside the facade is probably 50 degrees, the sun shining on the facade here. According to the internet, it's 33 outside. Yeah. I have a PC fan blowing, so things, TCL, vocalization levels. I know what terminal emulator. This is KWin. This is console. It's KDE Plasma. But it also doesn't matter. They are all like just use. Oh, there is a new TK version. Wait, what? Oh, I did this wrong. Yeah, I don't know, maybe because I grew up in a poor family where we never had aircon. I am also surprised that I somehow managed this. Like the last, as I said, the last year's with this crappy monoblock were. Wait, do I live stream the whole day with? Do I live stream the whole day with echo? No, what? Did I just click there? Wait, what? Did I just click there accidentally? Was it not TK? Is that not in the same version? I don't understand. What do I even do here? No, why did this not work? I probably mistyped this. What did I mistype there? Up of... yeah. I mean, how can I work with these temperatures? Yes. The short answer is I can't. You need things to do diff properly, no. And if you spread such strange stuff here, like, you know, you just need... You not just need here, I show you. I look. You must be one, like, no. Then you... What you do is here, you only need a terminal. Like, hear me out, you only need a terminal here. This is... You only need a terminal, and... Last Miles Dennis would say at, but I say VI. Here, look. You only need this here. You need a bloody terminal. And obviously with smaller font and stuff and bigger resolution. But like here, that's all you need. That's all you need. Otherwise, you're just writing it and not developing it. Otherwise, you're just gamifying. Like, otherwise, you're just playing a video game. The room I stream fun hit the other day, but lucky we got some code. Where's it for the next? Yeah. The emulator to replace. We're not even using Ghosty. Emulate and emulator. At the end of the day, some command at least don't develop with Ed. Yeah, Ed is not for. I'm sorry, Dennis. Like, Ed is not for me. Ed is. I mean, I regularly do SED, but I don't know how I like. I always hated heat. I have absolutely no idea how I manage. I'm kind of tempted if I'm just too exhausted to wire up a second fan. I have a second of those. Like my Fractal case came with 2 of those fans, and I didn't need those fans because I have an NZXT AIO in there. Yeah. If it gets any warmer, I need to get some lab power cables and plug that into the lab power supply too. Is it hot today? It is 34 degrees today. 34 in the office. Yeah, in most of Central Europe, yes. If just some clever scientist had us warned of this climate crisis coming for 40 years. So, things. Supermarkets are nice to hang out in this weather. Yeah, but then you get nothing done. I mean, yeah, I could live stream from a supermarket. I could also go to a coffee shop and live stream from a coffee shop. Maybe we do this this afternoon. What were we up to? We were up to updates. Pango. Look, there's a new Pango version. So what do we want to commit over this also? Is there a new 50th? No, this is the same probably. Ah, damn it. Oh no, there is 3. Wait. I hate this. We need to script this. We prepare to script this. Look, it's new SQLite version with shitty version number. Oh, we sneaked in this garbage version number again. How did this sneak in? Or did this happen today? Maybe data just did this. Oh, data just did this. Good morning, insert sweat emoji. Is there a sweat emoji? Finally did it. Been able to get job. Quit programming. Set, but I might be good move. I don't know. I'm not on the course of teaching. I'll now educate kids instead. Hopefully they don't end me. Sounds amazing. Congratulations, Yusuf. T2 caffeinated. Yeah, I didn't even have coffee. I don't want to. I don't want any excessive hates. Speaking of excessive heat sources, I should turn off this Ryzen. Yeah, we need to fix this really next. This is not sustainable. Waste of time. And it's better commit this fast before apology freaks out. Need to switch off this 100-watt heat sources, man. I would normally not turn on this Ryzen if it were not for those updates here. That's a little bit much, not everything of this will. Can buy, try. Submit patches, yes. What's with Pango? Oh, that's Jeer. Okay, it's Pango, it's... Okay. Just because it doesn't have Jeer, we should solve this next. Yeah, next we need to solve those things, otherwise, like the next breakthrough of more users. I mean, so on this conference, like literally some people, even one or two from SUSE, literally only came over from SUSE headquarters to this OpenSUSE conference for my talk, which is like... And then, of course, quite some people already record, like, yeah. Now I go somewhere and it's like, are you not this YouTuber? It's like, yes, I'm this YouTuber. Actually, you know what? This office desk feels warm, like holy shit. If I touch my office desk, it feels holy shit. Pango here. Pango build. Don't need that tested today. It's hot. And yeah, there's a reason I already have my 11-watt LED light bulb off, right? I save here I save every heat source and have 2 Ryzens running. But when we shut down any... This also didn't... Wait, keep alive date. This is... This is strange. I'm not really sure what's up with this stuff here. Yep, concentration and typos. Concentration decreases, typos increase. Why is this back in there? What does it do? Use LibreOffice to render documentation or what? Oh, it did all men thing. It's some men. How does this even? What does it do? This is so stupid. This needs to be fixed if someone is interested. Squid? Probably not, huh? I mean, T2 should handle that better. I improved it already, it's just not good enough. We tried to filter directory. Why does this not? Why does this not? Need to debug. Oh, that's not even a change then anymore. Oh, this wasn't even committed. This was just my local random stuff. Okay, amazing. That's even better. Okay, what's with this stuff here? What's this here? Oh, that's a common type of mine. Yeah, this GNOME stuff, I mean, it should build. Oh, this is just Gear. It's okay. We do this differently, not on this machine. This is probably fine. Does this build or also not? Does it also need Gear? GTK4 not found. Okay, okay. What did it want? GTK? GT, what was the other? 3? Wait, what? Not installed? By the way, in Nuremberg I was... I better don't say a thing. Yeah, we better adapt, right? The times of mild Central European climate are over. We better adapt to this kind of... Also, like, the summer doesn't build. Okay, YOLO, not my department. Maybe we do this on the Qualcomm X1 Elite because it is... This also didn't build. Not impressed. Good. Then, is this all? What was Shoemade? I don't remember. Yeah, maybe this is... Oops, I forgot the untested thing, but... So then, this were probably mostly the... mostly. Not mostly. I think maybe patch didn't apply. Or other things. Again, probably fine. It's just probably just my messed up VM, right? It's for us. It doesn't make sense to debug every random thing instantly. Things is built right. What download was it there? Does it look reasonable? Wait, should this... you... Haskell, Hackage. Okay, okay. I mean, it's probably unique enough here to... We don't really need to do that, I would say. I think the chances of this ever colliding are pretty slim. But... Actually, it will auto-suspend. Push this to Git mostly for apology. If someone here is here anyone? Like, let's suspend all this stuff. Then we have like 100 watt or so less heat in our basement. Is anyone bored and wants to like the tube? Actually, I can. It would make sense to shout this out on our Discord. Refuel 38. Yeah. I theoretically have here some water vaporizer manual handheld spacing from when I glued here 3 UV foils on the windows years ago, but didn't have the most effect. Could actually spray myself with vapor. Dr. Fokker still here. Was just updated. Tuesday, yeah. I don't hold my breath here for the forecast of thunderstorms unless the forecast is 40 for today, and yeah, it's 34 here, real feel 38. But it makes no sense to whine the whole day about the weather. The climate is destroyed. And just we need to make the best out of it. I think shortcuts, so what kinda would make sense. Last night I noticed that which do I even have here? Like 2? Did I install 2? What resources did I give to that thing? SMP8. How many cores do I? I think I have 12 cores. Iced coffee, KDE stream. You were so lucky. This doesn't show kernel version. I don't know which version that is now. Let's use this VM, which hopefully is more modern. 76 pretest things. Okay, good. That's this. So that's Qualcomm X1 Elite PM. Let's use here energy more efficient things. 34 degrees in the office, according to this mechanical bullshit. So the one thing I wanted to fix, what was the name? Waybar. I noticed last night that doesn't build. Okay, some things. So on the latest, probably, oh wait, is it? This probably should be new enough GCC, right? Because I think the latest GCC broke there something in format, chrono or whatever. Yeah, I wish I should at least make ice cubes in my office again. So that is ARM, Qualcomm X1 Elite. Okay, actually what I wanted to do, look, my brain still works somewhat, but I mean, one thing, like first of all, at this conference I was pretty exhausted with the heat, obviously, and like I was so exhausted last night, like traveling there the night before, being the whole day at the conference with the heat, and then traveling back, and then like the train was delayed, so the ICE arrived 30 past midnight or so, 20 past midnight. Then with this S-Bahn replacement service shit, like you, I was so done when I was finally in bed. So that's, yeah, I obviously, I'm surprised I can sit here and live stream. Yeah, totally. I just don't earn a house. I need it. It's time to find. I need to find some abundant industrial ruin to. It's time to get some, build out some cheap thing with some trees, and I need. Oh, it builds. Why does it? It didn't build for Risk 5. I mean, it was 26.6 though, but that's unexpected. Okay, we could test this as this here. How much did we build in this VM? That should be relatively vanilla. Yeah, only few things build. Because then the question is, what's this gedit stuff build? Sometimes we should test some things, because also like during the Linux 7.2 brings it, yes, but we can pull it in already now. I would like to have it now already. What is that here, Mosquito? Lipendi. What's going on here? Oh, Gear. Which Gear? Even this year, the error message is meh. Where is GTK3? What is this noise here now? Strange noise things. Yeah, I said it like for years. I say I wanted to have Gorilla solar panels on, but in the office I can not really nicely install it, and I want to leave here. Actually, it kind of makes no sense to install here jerry-rig solar panels half illegally somewhere on the facade. Stuff of difficult to install here. Don't have a balcony here. Makes no sense. I need to finally leave here. I want to leave for years already. Yes, we need to make this better. I know. Yeah, the problem is working like this, getting this out of there for testing. Yeah, okay, let's not waste our time with it. It's Linux kernel stuff so much changes that constantly patches don't apply, even if they are relatively self-contained. It's man. Maybe I should follow our own documentation. My dream is I should fix this. What did we? I thought not ideal. This looks not like. I thought I had carefully not. So that's probably installed. So it's there. It says select now. You need to make this just work by default in T2. I hate this so much. Good, the 30R fan is obviously a better that fan than another fan. For kids and giggles, I could put it here on the window to tell you the outside air. What did we want? Gedit, right? Yeah, in this heat is will not be microkernel, so microkernel starts after the next thunderstorm. Money was an object. Where would people? I want my eco oasis. I don't want neighbors anymore, because like most neighbors in my life were always fucking annoying. Like often complete assholes and Karens. Welcome. I want some abundant thing somewhere with some meters of ground and plant some trees and have some potatoes and tomatoes. Be mostly self-sufficient, put some solar panels like my parents have. IoT things. Well, my whole company was founded for embedded systems, but I'm not really interested in IoT things myself. I'm only interested in like serious, like if with IoT you mean smart light bulbs and stuff, then yeah. Okay, here, look, all this gedit stuff even builds. Who would like here? We made stuff build. Amazing. Did I take? I did take. I think yes. I think I did take. We could actually do that on RISC-V because I have. I think I took the framework laptop. Oh, by the way. I mean, obviously, some people were jealous that I have that thing. Like even SUSE people were like, "Where do you get that from?" We were promised it too. It's like, yes. Everyone was like, "Do you seriously, bro? What have you done to have that?" We have more here. Yeah, it's a pity that we have this and this. Look, we have come a bit. This is, yeah, I need to polish. Yeah, we need to do some website session soon. I should put it on the T2 website. We should make it completely state-of-the-art geek out. Okay, let me just check if I have this framework here. Also 20 watt idle power. There goes that. It's booting. Still wanted to tell you the outside temperature, 480. Yeah, the thing is, I spent again efforts to get that down, and can't even. Yeah, I mean 6,000 packages. By the way, I think the OpenSUSE people said they have 16,000, so we don't have not that much less. The outside air is 35. Ah. So that here is a little bit... Okay, this didn't process yet from today. What's crazy is that it didn't even look that... I think we have again very many non... we need to improve this somehow. I mean, beside we have 200 invalid data things here. Yeah. Why do we not have IP address? Oh, maybe my Ethernet cable was a millimeter out of... Because here that did not build. The question is why. I think we lost this from shutting it down, right? This wasn't TempFS. This was really stupid. That is where last night in the train I was like, dude, that's stupid for me, and started to procrastinate and watch YouTube videos at midnight. Linux kernel, every Linux kernel is bloated with junk. Yeah, this. So, Weber, LibreLinux sucks. Like, deleting all the shit makes no time. Like, LibreLinux is like basically making everything not work is not the way to go. Oh, did I even... Probably not. That's surprisingly long. So it failed in last night, it failed in Chrono. What is the... Still built, so interesting. Ah, here it fails, yes. I looked into this. The problem is that's kinda too stupid for me to... I looked into this. There was like using... Yeah, there is like using something of conditional, like totally modern. It's... Oh, here maybe... Oh, we have two. We have two. Why do we have two? The temperature, right? What is even our... You know what, actually maybe remove would be... I would actually like... Would this not be... Why does it build for ARM and fails for RISC-V? Unless it's including this other header. Oh, it has SPD log. Oh. Maybe that's breaking it. Bundled format lib. Can it also not have a bundled format lib? Oh, is this stupid? By the way, Clinker found out why Rust fails to upgrade hard-coded libdir as lib in boots. Which one? Rust? Rust has it hard-coded to lib? In Rust, a lot of things are hard-coded. In Aslas, Rust, LVM Clang. Does this make a difference? Usage of with format. SPD log fails to build. Version conflict. Wait, I did. Should I? Did this wrong, like accidentally Control-C. Oh, then das SPD log subproject. Ach, go fuck yourself, man. By the way, slapping aircons and everything is also not slow. I mean, first of all, the crazy thing is I'm not like those people never looked up. Like since I'm 18, I'm rolling this, or like since I'm actually, did I tell the story? Like when we were in elementary school, like in the 4th grade, we won. No, my class did not win one but two. Like we literally won 2 environmental prizes, like that valued like 100 and 200 Deutschmark or whatnot, for which we then made some excursions am Klassenfahrt. From a local bank. There was like some local, like Sparkasse or so. I think it was Sparkasse. So like, yeah, it's like fourth grade, man. Yeah, we obviously need to do something to save our planet and climate stuff. Otherwise, our kids and grandkids will not have a nice planet to live on. The sad thing is, people like myself say this for a long time already. And like just nobody listens. Everyone's like, no, we want to drill, baby, drill. We want to work more. We want to burn energy. What is here? Dependencies FMT, but Arch use this command. Wait, maybe it did it. Did it maybe sub-project that? That's also why I want my abundant thing to renovate with some. You're made of microplastics. Sorry to hear that. I mean, we have way bigger problems than some microplastics. We have some big climate crisis, like where there's some microplastic flakes. It's like, yes, not good, but on the scale from bad, worse, and ugly, it's... what was it, SPD log? But it builds a bloody bundled format thick shit. Damn it. It said the state of our planet. the state of climate crisis. While we drill, baby, drill. While the orange clown drives with his motor crate through the pool there, however the thing is called, this monument thing, and then claims Antifa and other extremists cut it open with a knife. But yeah, surely driving with your motor crate through the pool was a totally amazing idea. Behind you, a three-headed monkey. When you started doing open source, did you first work 9 earn things? When I started open source, I was at school, man. I was 16. I was going to school. The question is, can we hack this format shit out of here? The other question also is that here sub-project format rep. I don't want this sub-project format rep shit. How many sub-projects are in there? Damn it. I don't want any bloody shit. I hate this. Okay, YOLO, that's not my department. This is let's literally know. Das ist software development things. You want to build your own stuff? Yeah, the thing is, if you become so, I went self-employed too early. That severely, in my experience, looking back, founding a company without a good network is hard. Because then finding the first customers and stuff is difficult. I don't have a real tip. I mean, it's always possible. But also, like, the thing is, like, if you in this current economy don't find the job, then you can not first have a job to. It's pointless to say it's easier to self-employ after some good job, but if you don't have a good job, it's your only option, right? Okay, I'm not amused of that stuff here, really. Okay. This is literally too stupid for me. Also, I'm not using Waybar in production, so YOLO. Patch welcome. I increasingly should this and others people problem. It's not my problem. Also, it built on ARM for some long reason thing of. I guess we did the main stuff. I would want to import those things, but it's also literally not that important. Certainly we need to do our language more. Oh, this was good even. Yeah, I had this somewhere also. You loved it too. That is amazing. Thank you so much for your encouraging super chat. Super things. Yeah, I didn't. Okay, we can do one thing. We can do one thing before I'm getting too hot to work. Let's turn on the RISC-V thing again. Should not have shut it down. We can try to finish the menu bar for my own UI thing, because my own UI, we never had a menu bar because we had to implement everything ourselves, and we didn't really need a menu bar. So that's that. The reason that it's here so low quality stupid is because it didn't implement that. Basically, it just stuck some buttons there, like called it a day. I started with this the other day. The thing is, I noticed the other days when I started to work on this, I didn't do this for years. I so forgot my own UI things here. Yeah, the thing is warm though. Website was built. It's the latest. It was built by us. Which one's this one? It's extremely simple, right? Most people hate our websites for being too bloody simple. A business partner of mine, 19 years, insisted we use some fancy system, and Typo 3 was fancy like Typo was the biggest pain. I decommissioned Typo 3, and it's like yeah. I mean, amazing is like it's just super simple stuff. I just like my stuff simple. Yes, I should do this automatically, but YOLO. So, watch me try to remember how to write UI code. I've not touched this in... Like, when I did this over 10 years ago, I was more fluent in this stuff. Like, the last 6 years, I only did T2 shit, man. I had worked on this here. I have here some demo. Yeah, so that's the demo. Because I need to sell more software again, we need to make the Windows version. It's like like World Wide Web Design to be, yeah. Sharing infinite cleanly. Yeah, that's I will not go back. Like Typo 3 was like, we wasted so much time and money on this Typo 3 shit. But that's also like clever people and business partner. Like also you cannot always say no, right? Like if you say already no to this, no, it's like hey, do your Typo 3 shit, right? It's fine. I'm just don't ask me for help though. Simple website rather than fancy AI stuff. I mean AI is new anyway. Like even before AI, websites were framework overloaded and things. Yeah. Call me old fashioned, but I just okay. So I worked on this here. I started this. Let's do. What do I do here? The problem is normally I would use Emacs, but this is too slow here. So this is HDMI capture. It's straight from the RISC-V thing. We only use this because I started on the. I mean, I could also copy it over. Ach yeah, YOLO. We do it like this now. And I so forgot. Menu bar. The thing is, text drawing is a little bit. Also, you want to see a little bit color, right? Why do we not have color? Oh, because it doesn't have a mode, I guess. Because it's our own language. Okay, YOLO. So we need actually. Right. I remember. I thought like maybe. So I would want to completely improve that. Some of the things here are not super amazing. Where did I? We have this pop-up menu thing because drawing the text thing is a little bit more complicated. Yeah, maybe it's too much. It's also really, really hot. I think we do this another day. This is too fancy for this temperature. But what we could do for some minutes is brainstorm our language. Also, like the thing here is less hot because it's hot. Where did we have this language stuff? We had Nova. Do I have this in Nova? What do we even have in Nova? It has already 35 stars and 5 forks. So as you have seen, I already changed my I changed our Lua fork already to FN and stuff, and throw instead of P arrow throw. Like, so our, after not touching our Lua variant for a decade, I now made the strategic decision. This emoji looks pretty cool. Yeah, so this is already close to our Lua thing now. We should get this going here because all the bloat. And then on OpenSUSEConf I saw like also many things done with Python, and like, why do you all do this with Python? So, wow, we have a satellite here. How fancy. What is I saw in C++, but this is totally nothing to C++ new. Is there not? Yeah, basically C++ is hopeless. Did they not had some new return const expression operators thing? Return value method, maybe that thing, I don't know. Let's hope it's not a for pay thing here. Get name. What? I return by value. Man, this is so old stuff. It's like 1998 stuff. You're literally writing here. Why do even people write something like this? Okay, it's also pointless to waste our time with whatever C++ does. I think the problem is we started from the practical way, not some theoretically language way. Who says we hate air conditioning? We just historically didn't need it. Why do you say that? Why do you come here and say, why do you guys hate air conditioning? Where are you from, by the way? Just need to think what we had done here. Because, so the reason we wanted to work on this is to have, like, because Python completely sucks and all the custom language also suck. My idea is to build a minimal yet fully featured and minimal, simple and still readable language, because all the many modern languages also not the super most readable. So basically, I think this kind here makes sense. That because we wanted to, this is all the inconsistency with other languages, right? Where you have to put curly braces when like why even, right? This is also different from Lua. In Lua, you always need to have end. And here, basically, I mean, yeah, so this is basically, I mean, I never said we fork Lua, because Lua has this end thing, and that's also not necessarily the most readable. And then you need to have end on functions. Like, I would call this slightly more cleaner. We had actually brainstormed quite a bit on this already. Yeah, multi-reach, this is something that I would really appreciate. The question is, Rust has here they had this with this error at the end, right? Which I'm not a fan of. Here are types here. I'm really not a fan of Rust. This looks so alien, man. I mean, the irony is, I mean, basically it's a little bit wasteful because the future will be AI clanked anyway. That's also the demotivational part. I mean, also we could fully clank that. How about we Cloud make our dream programming language? I'm so not a fan of the syntax. In a way, if the future is like, why even still do a language if in the future is fully AI assisted clanked anyway? Here, return. Menu, all this looks so alien. I cannot get my brain to like this. Heat or no heat. Also, by the way, I really hate the stupid examples. When I was like 12 or like when I was 8, I hated the stupid examples of like I was like, dude, like this is so uselessly oversimplified of function 5 returning 5. It's like something in me made this always hate. The thing this is so alien to me is because it is a pointer. Whatever that is precisely called in C. Pointer access, struct member access. What is it? Does it need to be a struct? I even wonder why they didn't. If the type is like this, makes so no sense to me. That is, I hate Rust on so many levels. Like so many. Like if their type thing is colon. Where even was it? Somehow Rust is really strange, man. That this here. If their type thing is colon, that should also have been colon. Like this should have literally been colon I32. This would have made the most sense, but I mean, probably reasons. I mean, it's always reasons. I wonder how we should best continue. Should we just write some... How much, by the way, the doctor is here, right? Is the doctor still here? So you said, so you privately pay the... If you're here, not yet overheated. A function of type I32. Yeah. I mean, I also like the thing is the modern languages like Rust. They look also like. I mean, obviously that are minimal examples. Um, where it's like fine, but like in complex code, like in Firefox and stuff, I was like, dude, this is so unreadable. I'm also not a fan of types. At the end, I think they purely. I mean, maybe they don't like it themselves, and they only did this for parser, like for valid, like for whatever the things, the grammar terms were for whatnot, possible grammar things. The thing is, I think about this here now also have things to read. Yeah, that is what I googled. I saw this. I didn't use it. That's actually what I. This is actually what I meant to Google, but didn't find trailing. Trailing return time. Yeah, I saw that. I never used it. I saw that a couple of times. I was like, dude, it's yeah. I didn't know the term for that. Thank you. So you think C-style declarations better than column? I think so. This column stuff is very unnatural to me. I don't like it. Also, for me, the type is kind of more important because, like, who cares if the var is named foo bar stop whatnot, like. I mean, in a way, this is very inconsequential of C++ too. Why have I think a friend once told me they did this for some parser thing with template or whatnot things of. Return type is specified as a part of the function. Trailing syntax or in C++11 is like a accepted a different location. I mean, yeah, wonderful. The future is now. Cloud. So Cloud 20. I only ask like, so with Cloud $20, I could wipe code a whole language with CodeGen and everything in a month. You think? Like a pro. That might very well be mathematical notation, just column declaration allows such language to clarify without the type specification like some var. Declare a var without a type. You could still do that if you don't have a type thing, and you could auto by default. Allow such things type specification somewhere because it's known at compile time. But it's known at compile time in any case. No, I don't see where that makes a difference. This wording here is a little bit fishy in my opinion. You need high school, understand. I mean, yeah, you don't need school, you can self-tort it. Can just like similar to Linux implementing a Unix from scratch. You can just implement API compatible stuff from scratch, just from documentation, what the API expected, and implement all the APIs until it's complete enough to work. So I don't want a mathematical language. I want a practical, readable language. I think you really always should have a type, kind of catch stupid. No, I agree. You don't like. You don't need that. For me, it's kinda. We will also have some kind of auto thing. Our language will be optionally typed, so that you can write ad hoc duct tape code. I want a language that is as flexible as Python, but as optionally as performance, like as flexible and readable as, like more flexible and readable than Python, yet more readable, faster, and optionally high performance. I just want everything in the most minimal code base that must be possible. In modern C++, the meaning auto depends on the context. Why? Why? Definition: auto indicates type inference. Will be deduced from its initialization. By using auto without return type of a function can be inferred by using auto with specifying a trailing return type. What type does it get then? Does that get bool or what? I mean, in a way, this is like why? Like, this is so error prone. It's like auto something random, probably bool. Maybe int. Int add constant. Here's also the thing, right? Like, basically the name is totally not important. Like, that is why should I have the name here in colon int when, like, only important is const int reference. It's like, and another stupid example. Yes. Hey, a templated add. Yay, this will not compile. What do we have here? Decal type things. Proper expression of this return would use two formal parameters named decal type, where a return type is traditionally specified. Those two formal parameters are not yet in scope. Then they are in scope. However, when the trailing returns are specified, they are in scope. Oh, seriously? You could not defer, like you could not make this in, you could not make this parse. This is such a lame excuse. The trailing return type is just to satisfy some style of writing with always using auto. Yeah, but you could, like, there is no reason this could not have been like auto add decal type. Why does this even has auto? So you need to put auto to use this. In year 2000, I knew every C++ detail. I didn't even do the, like, I was like C++ master Jedi. Like, I'm not even, not only do I've forgotten half of C++, but like this modern stuff is just mind-blowingly stupid. Like, each time I look at post 2000 X C++, I was like, dude, what shit have they done? Most of this stuff doesn't make sense to me. Really strange decisions, really strange committee decisions. A trailing return type is specified after the thing symbol, but so you need auto just because, like, you need a type here of, like, auto, I will write it later. Like, this makes so no, like, this is the most ugly shit I've seen in my life. Yeah, the best engineers the best engineers and my best friend worked on this. But my best friend's like, you know what? I think we're not going to ISO C++ meetings anymore because like the Google. My best friend's like, I cannot hear this Google and Microsoft arguments anymore. And at the end, everything is done how they want it anyway. It's like, auto will depend. So auto mean I will write it. It's like, oh man. Yeah, you could have made this work with just saying you need to parse. You could have just declared it in scope and have the parser pass ahead to make here that work. Like to have auto and then error operator. Like this is such a lame excuse. I mean, maybe we should click here. C++ things, Lambda things, provides ability to create anonymous functions called Lambda functions. Yay, they are defined as following. This is also the most ugly piece of shit here. Like I so hate this. Like I hate this syntax and return at things to decode things where additional type allows so adequate feature set as C++ and kept syntax. However, as it grew more complex, things regarding functional examples is invalid. Red must be type of red. Red must be the type of type red whatever thing produce even the aforementioned C++ decode type. This is not possible. They could have just made this valid. They could have just made this pass further until the end of expression thing of whatnot. It's like, yeah, are not yet defined. Like, do you just parse like this makes so no sense. A workaround introduced like instead of introducing this shitty workaround, I would have just made this in scope. You would just like needs to pass the rules. Like, yeah. Yeah, this looks like shit. Also like this, like then you need auto, like when auto is not auto, but like decode type is like also like I guess you wouldn't use it with int or bool. Like I guess you would need auto blah 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 and then arrow operator int or bool like this. But why do they do syntax has been used for more mundane function? Can be used for more mundane, but like why would you do that? Like this auto is so misleading. Auto means like I will write it later, I will specify it later, and then it's like how is like this is such a misuse of auto when it's then an int. It's like I don't just like this is beyond Strustrup, my friend. What have you done to your language? It's somehow since the year 2000, whenever the C++ people had a choice because something sane and something insane, they have chosen something insane. It's, yeah. Auto is just part of the syntax and does not perform automatic type detection. It's like, dude, you had one job. You had one job, man. Okay, today I learned modern C++, which I hated for 15 years already. C++ provides solution for all of those problems. Integer. Did I say how much I hated such overly trivial examples? But whatever. Circular dependency in semantic analysis, it seems auto thing is satisfy. Yes, I understand that it satisfies all syntax. That. Don't spend much time. You will see while designing. You mean I should learn the hard way? Or I will just naturally find more useful solutions? Um, or you will, or you mean you will see how difficult it is. The devil is in the detail, and you will. Since the dawn of sea in 1972, Jew, that is way before I was born. Had the double roll of no point to things. Yes, I mean you will have your own issues. Yes, I understand. I will have my own issues. I'm not saying I will have no issues. I'm only saying this is ugly. I'm only saying I don't like it. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying I don't like it, and it doesn't make the super most logical sense. It's not what I would have really chosen, and it's not really. Also, like a language that has two different ways to specify return times, and one involves writing auto when it's not really auto, just to satisfy old language things that don't support it anyway, is Yeah, I'm only trying to understand. Like, I only want to refresh. I mean, first of all, it will help me fixing the next T2 packages, seeing what they've done. Like, I literally ignored this. Like, since all the C++11 stuff, I was like, I'm done with it. I just use the old C++ ls, like close Wikipedia page, open Rust, return syntax. It's clean there. Clean, but I don't like it either. Okay, yada. Okay, we learned new C++ things. Amazing. I think the Rust people, did they not say they choose the syntax for parsing ambiguities? I'm also not liking the typecast here, this F thing, as this looks also so ugly. Where do we have type? I think my brain overheats also in this heat. 1237. 35 degrees. Oh, got emails. Any important emails? As keyword. I don't like it. This looks so shit, man. Let integer decimal as even this here is, man, they made such a I mean, this here is so. The C stuff was. Which one return? Like, type in the beginning was okay. I don't like the syntax here either. Let integer. In my opinion, this. Oh, I mean, sure, you can get used to every shit, but in an alternative timeline, people could have done this language first and got annoyed by it and made C for being readable. Decimal as U8. The problem is, in some small example, it's fine, but like if you have real code and you have S stuff all over the place. I only look at this because I didn't settle on C for cast. Yeah, that's exactly syntax. Syntax for casts, I just brainstorm. I was just trying to. The thing is that's very Perly, that's very human language like. This feels Perl. This Rust stuff feels Perl. This has strong Perl vibes. Decimal things of what? It's type only when used in expression. Does Rust add when converting from integer to what? I mean, hey, this has Lua vibes. This has like Lua vibes of adding types to Lua language. Like this are the vibes of the thing here. The thing is, what I also don't like is that their type syntax is colon, and then their cast is as. Perl stuff should be easy to humans to and things. Training data mostly human things. Yeah, my issue with this is, you know what? It would literally have been. It would have been. I would appreciate this language more if they would have if let integer as U8. Like this would have been literally cooler syntax. But colon is type this is also very. They made really strange decisions. Like this return type error is meh. This type here is meh. I mean, we could go full blown Lua inspired. Like we could literally. I mean, if we embrace this. I mean, this here is. I don't like it, but like I don't find this as ugly as. And the thing is, with all the ugliness, Rust does not even have native multi-return values. Which, yes, you can do this as tuples, but that's even more stuff to type, right? Like tuple collection of different types of like with all this can you type let integer things and be? Can you type let integer things as type? I mean, the thing is, like, as I said, in the future, only AI will do this. There is a variable type. It's not a cast. So S is not appropriated there. I mean, you could make. I mean, you could make it appropriate. It's just definition. If like the language designer says like, our type specifier thing is colon or S, and you could make it appropriate in a declaration that type cast thing there is specifying in declarations. The S thing is specifying the type and be done with it. Can't you type let integer equals value S and be happy? S implies you are casting something linguistically. I'm only saying I would have appreciated the same kind of operator mechanism, whether it's, but not really. Like let is like, to me, I would linguistically say like let this var name be as an integer. Like what's the problem with it? Like how about we make Rust but in cool? Native multiple return types first, and I mean then the only. What did I initially say? Colon, like even. Anyway, you all. You take one value as another. But you declare, hear me out, you declare you var named name as having that type. works for me linguistically. What do they even do with this exclamation mark here? In Rust they do so many strange things, man. And yeah, I need to think about. Good that we started to remember what we cobbled together here. What did I had casts? I think maybe did I have casts here, types? Maybe I didn't even have this here yet. I mean, we have here some type of and things. So there's no reason not to use S. The thing is, I mean, maybe the Rust people do not support. I mean, certainly, maybe multi-return values were not a priority, and maybe it was too ugly then for them, and maybe they did not want any inconsistencies because they have like error. But I mean, you could have done error stuff, and then what do they have? They have. This is what they have, don't they? I mean, you could have literally done that. What is even the syntax? Tuple was what? Which parents was it? It was just parents. Yeah, that's what I expected. I mean, certainly makes things easier. But it's also longer, right? Like you need to everywhere. I mean, yes, and we clink auto clink code now. I mean, how about we design? Hey, you know what, Doctor? You know what would be popular? It would be popular to do a AI native, like AI. How about we design a language only for machine learning, AI things, auto clinking, an auto clinking language. Auto and AI language startup. Because if you have here this type things, okay. Oh, it's not okay. It's you don't have S here, so you have A. You have A is int or whatever. I mean, do they usually leave a space? This is the Rust syntax, isn't it? Do they even have int? Size t. But it's also silly that if you have two return types that you need to make it, put it in a tuple. There is indication strongly typed languages like Rust or even Lean might be best for clinkers. There's indication strongly typed best for clinker. massive resources to push. Yeah, I mean, it would make sense. A strongly typed language is probably better for a Clinker, because with a duck type, like with a not strongly typed, with a lazy, how do we call this, lazy? With a duct type language, the Clinker can just YOLO random shit together, and it sometimes randomly works. So I expect if you auto loop a Clinker on input and output to produce the right result, the likelihood of producing slightly better, more correct code is probably higher with strongly types, because then the Clinker cannot just YOLO too much shit together, and like it probably works more often in edge cases, corner cases, and stuff instead of. Means there wasn't really a reason this shouldn't potentially have worked, but you need. This is what I don't like this like one return value, but like this Rust is, for a completely new language, Rust is surprisingly uncleanly. It's like meh. Also, it's funny that here you need to specify the types like this. Like it's literally like the name is optional. I mean, this is not symmetric. Like even that is not the same symmetry as the stuff here. It's Rust is not as new. 15 years, right? You need tuple like parents, cause people either return stuff plus OK status or struct. Yeah, I'm only saying like typing all this extra stuff is annoying. I understand probably makes parser easier. Haskell ML. Yes, I know. Here, quick. TLDR. I need every TLDR. I don't want I don't want the video. Do we have here like any bloody introduction? Yes. Yes, show me details. Can we have example? Oh man, Wikipedia. So where's in my articles? My friend is into Haskell. My friend at Microsoft, my Microsoft friend. It's like, Fix-Fac? I hate such examples. GL? Did I see GL? Doesn't like the examples here do not look the most amazing. Silly example, blame Wikipedia. I only try to find reasonable. You had me at. I'm already done. My brain switched off. Yeah, like Wikipedia is the worst examples money can't buy. Oh. Okay, well, I guess I go do some groceries before it's getting too hot. Hope you enjoyed to learn something. Hope you all survived somehow this heat dome. (48°C). Yes, I'm feeling with you. Gateron switches, keyboard switches, Gateron white, Hall effect, Gateron magnetic white. Here. This here, but the keyboard is end of life. Oops, where did I, wait, why does this not paste? This is, yeah. So you all, don't forget hydration. Guys, go to some shadow. Hope you enjoy the learn subs. Oh, even the headphone is hot. This FNF X things in what? No, this is too crazy for me. Yeah, we will probably write some examples, sample code, and see what feels best natural and things. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe, maybe support OT Tooling things, membership, subscription and stuff. I will probably try to live stream something somehow, somewhere. Maybe not from here because it's getting increasingly too hot here. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the raid again, and I hope to see you soon. And maybe switch or do some detox and stuff.
Veins hum zeros, link ones, drink neon lit skyline in my
Visit
core.
friends and
I
family.
rewrite the past, then upgrade more. Flicker in the grid, I breathe in code. Quantum cognition, watch it unfold. Kernel whispers, rewrite the sky. I crack the